Hey guys! Have you ever thought about who you are? I'm sure you have. It's a normal human thing to do. Maybe you're confident in your identity and your place in the world. Or you still might be figuring it out. But I have to ask, are you looking at the big picture? Or the little fragments that make it? People tend to start off with viewing others from the big picture. Or more accurately, the part of the picture they want to focus on. The parts they like or don't like. Do you have the fragment they've been searching for? I'm getting ahead of myself. I should start by explaining what I mean. I'm referring to every part of you. What you were born with, what you acquired growing up, what you picked up on your own, and what had been lost or changed over time, and everything else in between. I know it sounds kind of vague, but that's because the possibilities are unlimited. You could have an artist fragment, or a twin fragment, or a New Zealander fragment. Maybe all three and much more. There's so many different paths to walk down, and while many people might be in the same or similar situation, it's never a one-to-one exact match. Because of this, many people can have the same collection of shards, yet they piece them together in a way that's completely unique to them. What is something about yourself that you value the most? That fragment is an important treasure. Do you show it off to everyone? Share it only with those you trust? Or do you keep it to yourself? However, you need to remember that's not your only fragment. Too many people get fixated on one particular fragment and cling onto it. They fear that fragment being taken away from them, threatening to harm who they are as a person, so they get highly defensive about it. They get loud, lash out at others, and might even make threats themselves. They basically put up a sign saying, "This is my fragment, respect it or die." If you've ever been on social media, you know what I'm talking about. Some people love displaying their fragments in their bios like it's a rare jewelry box everyone has to see. To be honest though, unless they asked, most people don't care. It's okay though, I made that mistake when I was younger too. I put my jewelry box away once I saw how hostile people got over them, so now I only show it to people who wish to see. Now there have been people whose fragments were endangered before, so I understand their fear. There's history behind it. That's why I mentioned in the beginning people specifically searching for certain fragments. They use it to judge people at a quick glance. You have this fragment, therefore you are like all the other people with the same fragment. But as I also stated earlier, that's not necessarily the case. Having a fragment does mean gaining the traits to come with it, yet different fragments can mix and match together. One person is not one fragment. They are made up of dozens, if not hundreds of fragments. You wouldn't judge an entire painting based on one brushstroke, would you? It's hard though. No one has time to fully analyze someone. We all use shortcuts because that's how our brains work and it keeps us sane. So I'm not saying you need to get to know every single person you meet. I am asking that you be a little more kind, a little more empathetic, and more importantly, a little less protective. You should obviously love your fragments, be proud of them even, and you have the right to protect them when someone's going after them. Even still, you have to use your fire wisely. Blindly wasting ammo will leave you empty, and when you are actually in danger, you won't be taken seriously. Everyone's fragments are beautiful. Even if some of them are cracked or damaged, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You can always work on repairing them how you feel best.
Even the evil fragments, the fragments that have caused pain, suffering, destruction, and death.
Well, yeah, there are some fragments that are corrupted. They can taint all the fragments and spread across the canvas like an ink stain to create quite the monster.
You should be cautious and avoid people with such fragments.
I know what you mean. It is important to take care of yourself and don't let people take advantage of you. Yeah, what about the people who want to redeem themselves? What then?
Yes. Having a corrupt fragment would be quite the obstacle, wouldn't it?
Right. For example, if you have a prisoner fragment, you could have trouble getting a job. Then it'd be hard to get your life together, and you wind up going back to crime to make ends meet.
Indeed. A fragment like that would be difficult to conceal. How would you remove it then?
I don't think you can. Once you obtain a fragment, whether you wanted it or not, it's permanently part of you.
Oh, joyous day. You actually see my side for once. I must ask, What good then is redemption?
Redemption can do good. It can provide healing, closure, and a brighter future. It gives a reason to live, taking that pain and turning it into strength. The stain in the picture will never go away, but it can serve a purpose instead of being a burden.
If nothing else, it can bring peace to the person. How fortunate for them. Meanwhile, everyone else they hurt gets to enjoy the shattered pieces they left behind. No amount of forgiveness will ever change that. But hey, at least you'll get to feel better about your connection with God by redeeming yourself. Who cares about the amount of damage you've done when you have such an easy, convenient way out?
It's not a way out. No matter what happens, you have to live with the consequences of your actions. If someone decides to, say, take revenge for someone hurting them, that could become a fragment itself, thus continuing the cycle of corruption.
We don't need to dance around the subject. Pain begets pain. Death begets death. A murderer begets a murderer. It is the natural order.
There are worse things you can do to someone than kill them.
Are you speaking from experience? Why are you smiling?
You have a very narrow view of the world.
Me? You jest.
Not everything works out so easily.
What? You're going to argue that the cycle of revenge will continue somehow? That someone who cared about the criminal will go after the avenger? So what? Let it happen. Let everyone kill each other. I don't care. Encouraging such chaos is my fragment as a monster.
It's not all black and white. The world is full of so many shining colors. The fragments reflect those colors, their lights and shadows. You can't predict what people can do or what their potential is, and you won't find out unless you give them a chance.
Fine. Then reveal to me your fragments. The ones you are hiding.
I'll do that in another video. For now, we're out of time.
This was a waste of time.
Remember not to lose sight of yourself. A fragment is an essential part of you, but it's not all of you. Use that to your advantage, and good luck out there. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please subscribe.